What's up, guys? Coming to you today with a full slate of NBA action here on Tuesday, November 25th. I'll give you my favorite picks on the side and over-under on each game, and look at a bunch of player props for each game, and I'll give you my favorite underdog pick of the day and my massive lock. So slam that like button and subscribe to the channel to make sure you keep seeing these videos every single day, and let us know what you're thinking in the comments. I personally read and answer every comment I get. Check the pinned comment throughout the day to see our favorite picks, and you should definitely check back a couple of times throughout the day to see if there are any changes with injury news coming out and starters being confirmed. Yesterday, guys, Monday night football only kind of day, and things are looking pretty good. We've got the 49ers at -7. That's looking very, very good. They're up 20-9 right now at time of recording, so hopefully they can hold on for us. We also have Bryce Young under 205.5 passing yards. He only has 134 passing yards right now with 7 minutes left in the game, so hopefully that one can come through. We also have Brock Purdy's under on passing yards, and he's done a great job of passing to the other team today, so I don't think they're going to let him throw it too much more. And we've got under 251.5. He's only passed for 185 yards here through the first 3.5 quarters, so that one's looking decent as well. We've got Christian McCaffrey over 72.5 rushing yards at -115. That one did cash. It did take until the fourth quarter, but McCaffrey ended up with a very solid game and pretty easily cashes over on rushing yards, along with putting up a rushing touchdown. We do have Kittle to score touchdowns still through the air as our dog of the day, and that one's not looking so hot, although Kittle has had a monster performance. He just hasn't found the end zone today. And we got the 49ers on the money line as our massive lock of the day. That one's also looking very, very solid. So should be a nice day out there, a potential 5-1 day depending on how things end up. So that would be a great way to head here into the week. We also have a loaded day of premium action over there at stumpthespread.com. Several plays have already cashed, looking like potentially an excellent night over there, but we'll have to wait and see. There are some very late college basketball games that are going to come in much, much later as well. So we'll talk about all that here in a little bit. We're going to dive into this short but pretty interesting NBA slate here that we've got on Tuesday, November 25th. And first up, we're going to be looking at the Atlanta Hawks as they go on the road to take on the Washington Wizards. The Hawks come into this game only 11-7 on the season, but when you consider the fact that Trae Young's missed a big chunk of time and they've had some other injuries, that is not a terrible look. I mean, they're having a decent time. They've got a lot of new pieces, a lot of guys coming back off of injury last season, so a lot of things to figure out, and, they're playing pretty well. They did lose 2 in a row, falling to the Spurs and the Pistons, but bounced back with a win over the Pelicans that was very comfortable, and then a really tight win their last time out, taking down the Charlotte Hornets 110-113. Now, in that game, we liked a lot of what we saw from Atlanta. A very solid night out there from Jalen Johnson. 28 points, 11 of 22 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 11 assists and 8 rebounds, flirting there with a triple-double. So very good work from him. We also liked a lot of what we saw from Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He did play 39 minutes to get his 23 points, but shot the ball pretty efficiently, did a good job playmaking as well. Had a block and a steal mixed in additionally, so a pretty good day from him. Ricochet, not that productive, but I'm expecting better stuff from him, and a monster night, especially on offense from Dyson Daniel. The defensive specialists had 22 points, 10 of 17 from the field, 9 rebounds, 6 assists from him, also a couple steals as usual, so a very, very good day out there. And across the board, they won this game despite shooting only 11 of 31 from 3, so not monster numbers. They also didn't get to the line a ton, and they were out-rebounded by 6 there by the Charlotte Hornets. So maybe they weren't fully locked in for this game. A little bit of a scare game for them. I would say they did struggle to stop guys like Colin Sexton. Con Canupel also had a very good night against them. We saw Diabate have a good night there off the bench for Charlotte. So definitely some things that the Hawks are going to be looking to correct in this game. Not exactly their sharpest performance, but it's good when you can have not your sharpest performance and still come away with a win. So we'll see what the Hawks can do in this one. They come into this game, not too many major injury questions. Obviously, Trae Young still out. Luke Kennard's been missing some time. It would be nice if they get him back. He's officially questionable for this game with that ongoing hip issue, so we'll see if he's able to play. He hasn't played since against New Orleans, so hasn't missed a ton of time necessarily, but his scoring and his shooting coming off the bench, all that kind of stuff, his playmaking as well, pretty important for this team, especially there in the second unit. So we'll see when Kennard comes back, but other than that, they're looking pretty healthy. So we'll see what they can do here on the road, taking on one of the worst teams in the National Basketball Association, the Washington Wizards. The Wizards, pretty bleak stuff, guys. They're 1-15 on the season. They're fresh off a 121-120 loss there at the Chicago Bulls, and it's just not looking good. This team is not that competitive on a nightly basis. That game against the Bulls, much closer than they usually come to, even being close to an opponent. I mean, guys like CJ McCollum trying to play their way out of there. He played okay, 17 minutes, 18 points. I mean, he shot the ball pretty well. I guess he was fine out there, but I don't have anything amazing to say about what he's doing. Cam Whitmore actually played really, really well in that game. Corey Kispert putting in some good minutes as well. Kaishan George, one of the few reasons this team can have optimism for the future. Him and Alex Sarr have done some pretty good stuff. Sar, 28 minutes, 16 points, 11 rebounds. So not a bad day out there from him. We'll see, what they can do down the stretch here. But this team definitely built to lose games this season, and we'll see if they continue. They've been really good at losing games so far this year. Looking at their injury report coming into this game, it appears that Keyshawn George, there's a chance that he ends up missing this game due to an illness. They're obviously not going to be forcing anybody to play out there in Washington. This is a team trying to lose games this season, so him sitting out definitely gives them a better chance to lose games. So we'll have to monitor that. Obviously, with an illness, we're not going to know until closer to game time, but there's definitely a chance he misses this game. Trey Johnson is going to be out for this one. Marvin Bagley's on the injury report. He's actually played a little bit better when he's been able to get out there. Dealing with a hip issue, he is questionable for this game. So they're not that banged up coming into this one, but let's keep in mind they are the Wizards. They're getting 9.5 points here at home. We've got a total of 236.5. Atlanta is 7-4 against the spread on the road this year. They're 9-9 to the over/under. Washington is an NBA worst, 0-6 against the spread when playing at home. That's pretty bleak. And they are 10-6 to the over. I don't have much of a lean on the total in this game, guys. I would maybe lean just slightly towards the over in this one, but I like the Hawks here at -9.5 quite a bit. I think they comfortably win this game by double digits. After surviving a scare their last time out, I think they'll be much more locked in for this game. I think we're going to see a good night out there from Jalen Johnson. I think Dyson Daniels can have a heyday with whoever ends up bringing the ball up to court for the Wizards. I think we're going to see Porzingis have a good night out there, assuming, he's okay, whatever weird illness he's had going on. And I think Okongwu can also have a very good game. So a lot of guys I think could pop off for this one and make this an easy win there for the Atlanta Hawks. I've also got a couple player props I like for this game quite a bit. First up, I'll take Bub Carrington under 8.5 points here at -125. He's been getting sub 20 minutes in quite a few games recently and has been under this number in 5 straight games. Atlanta isn't a great opponent to try and go nuts against offensively, and unless he hits some sort of crazy shooting streak or something in this game, I trust him to go comfortably under this number. And you don't even really know how many minutes he's going to get on a night-to-night basis. Could be, 10 to 15 minutes. I don't see any way he puts up 10 points in that span. So definitely like his under in this one. I'll also take Ricochet over 4.5 rebounds plus assists at +100, a very reasonable price. He's been over this number in 4 of his last 5 games against a tanking opponent that plays no defense like the Wizards do. He's poised for a big night. Not only scoring, but assisting and rebounding numbers are respectable for him, even against good teams. And the Wizards are pretty much an embarrassment to the NBA right now. So I think Ricochet comfortably gets some rebounds and hands out a few assists along the way. I also like Jalen Johnson over 1.5 made threes in this game at -102. He's been shooting the ball extremely well recently from deep. Although he isn't shooting a ton of volume, he's made 2 or more threes in 7 straight games, and I think in what should be an easy win over the Wizards, he comfortably gets to this number, even playing on the road. Shooting on road rims can be a little bit tougher than shooting on home rims, but I do think we'll see Jalen Johnson have a good one in this one, and knocking down a couple threes should be part of a solid night. Hey guys, hopping in here with a quick shout out to the sponsor of today and every day's video, and that is StumpTheSpread.com. Click the link in the description to go over there and see the top confidence picks from our entire team of experienced cappers. Right now, our premium members are getting daily NBA, NHL, UFC, NFL, college football, and college basketball picks. We're looking at a very solid night over there on the premium side. All of our premium members cashing in already. Nice wins there on the Capitals and Rangers. We already cashed Jaden Ivey's over on points there on the NBA prop side. The Jazz are currently only down 2 against the Warriors there in the second quarter, so them plus 14.5 is looking good, at least right now. Charleston came through for us on the college basketball side. St. John's as well. The 49ers -7 is looking very good. Juwan Jennings anytime touchdown. That one also cashed. That was a big premium pick there on an anytime touchdown. Dowdle under on his rushing yards looks good. Tommy Tremble still hasn't caught a pass in this game, so that under is looking great as well. Looking like a very big winning night over there on the premium side for StumpTheSpread.com. So you definitely want to get over there and check out the premium picks, guys. It's a fantastic value right now with so many different sports going on. You get a ton of value when you sign up over there as a premium member. But also, you want to get over there to StumpTheSpread.com and check out all the free stuff we offer there. Free picks posted every single day under the free picks tab over there at StumpTheSpread.com. We also have our free to use bet size calculator, but maybe even better than both of those, guys, get over there and check out our free email newsletter. It's a great resource. Every single day we get one email straight to your inbox. You'll have at least one free pick in it, oftentimes 2 or 3 picks, and especially for the weekend, especially for Thanksgiving, anytime there's going to be NFL football going on, you need to be on up that email list because you'll get touchdown props and free picks straight to your inbox, but also every single day, lots of great information. I don't want to shortchange the other days just because of how well the NFL free picks and touchdown props that are coming out in those emails have been doing. It's a very, very solid value. Also, parlays are included in those. UFC's covered in those. NHL, I know a lot of you would like to see NHL videos. Unfortunately, I personally know nothing about hockey, but our premium NHL capper over there at Stump the Spread throws some stuff in those emails very, very often. And it's really easy to sign up for that email list, guys. You just go to stumpthespread.com either by clicking the link down in the description or by typing stumpthespread.com into your browser of choice. You click the little green login button at the top right-hand corner of your browser once you've done that and sign up for a free account. It's very easy. Just going to ask you for your name and your email address. That is it. You'll get one email straight to your inbox with all that great information every single day. So you definitely want to get in on that. Also check out the premium stuff while you're over there, guys. Like you've already seen, the premium having a very nice day out there today. Tons of stuff coming up on the premium side there in terms of the college football. A crazy week coming up for college football. All kinds of great stuff for the NFL, especially, it's Thanksgiving. So it's a fantastic time to get in on all of that. Also, if you're a huge fan of what you're seeing from us here every single day, click that little join button right below the video to sign up for a YouTube channel membership. YouTube channel members get early access to all of our videos. They get their name up on the screen in every single video, but maybe most importantly, they get access to our members only giveaways. And guys, we have a members only giveaway today. You're about to see exactly how this works. It's pretty simple. You sign up for a YouTube channel membership by clicking that little join button right below the video, and you are entered for our members only giveaways that we do here every single week. And it's very, very easy the way we do these giveaways. You get to see them. It's about to happen right now. We put the name of every single YouTube channel member here on a big wheel. We spin that wheel live on the video and we find out who's getting a Stump the Spread hoodie mailed straight to their address of choice. Here's the wheel right here on the screen. We're going to click this button, see who the winner this week is going to be. Love doing these giveaways. Hopefully someday we'll be doing 2 giveaways a week. Right now we're doing 1, and it looks like this week's winner is going to be Rich Santor. Rich Santor, get down in the comments. Let us know that you see that you've won this giveaway, and we're going to get that Stump the Spread hoodie out to you as soon as we possibly can. If you let us know right away, I know holidays can maybe throw stuff off, but you could have this hoodie in as little as a week. So definitely want to get that in, let us know as soon as you can so I can get that order in pre-Thanksgiving. Let's get after it, guys. I love doing these giveaways. Hopefully we'll have more. A week from today, we'll be doing another giveaway. So let's hop back in, though. Let's get after it. We've still got a couple more NBA games to cover here on a very short, but like I said, pretty interesting slate. And next up, we're going to be looking at our first Peacock game of the night. We've got the Orlando Magic going on the road to take on the Philadelphia 76ers. The Magic come into this game 10-8 on the season. They are fresh off a 138-129, pretty disappointing loss there at Boston, but this team has weirdly enough hit their stride after Paolo Banchero went down with an injury. Now, he won't be back for this game, so we don't have to worry about him coming back and, messing up any of the chemistry that's going on right now, but you got to be hoping for a little bit better performance, at least defensively, from the Orlando Magic. Now, in that loss, they gave up 138 points to Boston, due in large part to the Celtics shooting 15 of 33 from 3. That's some pretty insanely efficient shooting numbers. The Magic did win the battle of the boards. They shot 42% from deep themselves, but it just was not enough there in the end. Couldn't come up with enough. Didn't have enough ways to stop guys like Jaylen Brown, or Anthony Simons was really going nuts. But overall, we liked what we saw from some of the Orlando Magic players. Franz Wagner had a decent day, 15 points, 5 of 10 from the field. We liked what we saw from Bane. He's played much, much better, and the assist numbers have looked excellent. Anthony Black's playing well. We're liking what we're seeing, from guys coming off the bench. Jeff Howard putting up a 30-piece off the bench was wild, wild work. And Richardson also chipping in off the bench big time. So maybe we need to be reshuffling things a little bit. Some of these dudes need to be getting a little bit more run, but we'll see what goes on here with the Magic. We're really not going to know for sure what this team's going to be like until we see them with Paolo Banchero back out there, what they're going to be like in the long run this season. Now, coming into this game, they are fully healthy and ready to go, except for Paolo Banchero. He will not be back for this game. So Suggs is ready to go. Bane's ready to go. Franz Wagner's ready to go. And the bench looks pretty good. So we'll see what they can do in this one. I am liking a decent amount of what I'm seeing here from the Magic, although they have not quite lived up to the preseason hype around this team. So we'll see what they do here on the road against the Philadelphia 76ers, who at 9-7 on the season are actually doing a little bit better than a lot of people projected, despite there just being a ton of injuries, and some that you would expect, some that you would not quite expect so much. They are fresh off a loss as well. They lost 127-117 against the Miami Heat their last time out. In that game, Paul George played 20 minutes. He scored 10 points, was 3 of 10 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3. Yeah, that Paul George contract looking pretty horrifyingly bad. We saw Tyrese Maxey play, and he played his ass off as usual, played amazing. 27 points, 10 of 23 from the field, 5 of 14 from 3. Really have to do it all on his own pretty much. Quentin Grimes was in the starting lineup, 15 points, 6 of 14 from the field. Trendon Watford was actually really good off the bench. We liked what we saw from Jared McCain. He's finally starting to find his way again. That was a little bit rough there in the early goings, but this team is just not quite complete right now, and also very, very terrible situations surrounding the two. I think I'm pretty sure it's, correct me if I'm wrong, correct me down in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that Paul George and Embiid are the two biggest contracts on this team by a large margin. And that's not exactly working out, guys. We'll see what goes on here with the 76ers down the stretch. In terms of the injury report for this game, Maxey on the injury report, Edgecombe on the injury report, Oubre, Paul George, and Embiid. Their entire starting lineup is on the injury report. So Maxey, he comes to this game dealing with a shoulder issue. He is probable. We do expect him to play and be at close to 100%. Edgecombe, dealing with a calf issue, will not be out there for this game and won't be out there for a while. There's no reason they would ever try to rush him back. Calf injuries lead to Achilles injuries, it appears, so that's a big reason to be scared of. Oubre is going to be out at least another week and a half, probably longer than that. Paul George, he is listed as probable for this game due to an ankle issue. I'll be honest, I don't know if him being hurt helps this team or him being out there helps them or makes them worse. I think that's very up in the air. Embiid could apparently play in this game, and some of the stuff I'm seeing out there is making it look like there's a great chance that he plays in this game. He's technically questionable, but sounds like he's really trending towards playing in this one, which would be a little bit shocking, but hey, I guess it's looking like he's going to play. All the news that I'm seeing is pointing towards that he probably will be out there. I would guess he'll play between 20 and 25 minutes like he was doing before when he was playing. Now, looking at the numbers, the 76ers are 1.5 point favorites at home. Another reason why I do think Embiid is probably playing. We've got a total of 228.5. Orlando's 4-4 against the spread. They are 11-7 to the over. The 76ers are 5-4 against the spread at home. They are 9-7 to the over as well. I do think over 228.5 is a reasonable play in this game. Will it make the pinned comment? I would say it's got a chance here on a very short slate. I do think we're going to see plenty of offense in this game. The Magic's last game was very high scoring. The 76ers are not a great defensive team. I think we'll see plenty of points in this game. In terms of a side, I'm going to lean just slightly towards the Magic in the points on the road, but I got more conviction in the total in this one than I really have in the against the spread play. I've also got a few player props that I like in this one. And first up, I'll take Embiid here over 17.5 points in this game at plus 104. Embiid has not been able to play that much this season. When he does play, it's only for very limited minutes, but that hasn't mattered in terms of production. When he was playing, it was around 20 to 25 minutes per game, and he was scoring 20 to 25 points per game. I fully expect something similar in this one, assuming we don't end up with one of those weird late scratches. And if we do, this will just be a no action kind of play. So Embiid over, he could potentially be our dog of the day. I also like Jalen Suggs here under 2.5 made threes at minus 138. Suggs just hasn't been a great shooter at this level, and while the Magic do need him to make some threes, so the teams have to respect him out there behind the line, the odds of making 3 in one game feel very low. He's only done it 3 times this entire season. I fully expect him to struggle to knock down that many triples in this game. Do I think he'll make 1, maybe 2? Sure. Do I think he's going to make 3? Feels like quite the long shot. So I don't think that'll happen, but I do think Bane will have a good night out there. I'll take him over 25.5 points plus assists at minus 122. Bane is finding his way now with Banchero's sideline, and his playmaking has been improving significantly. He's had 5 assists the last 4 games in a row. The long-range shooting numbers are finally starting to come back up. He's a good shooter. We knew the slump was just a slump. He was going to break out eventually, and he has. And going against a team that's not very good defensively, I think he's going to have a great time in this game. So he could end up with enough points that his assists don't even matter, but I also think he's probably going to have 4 or 5 assists in this game. So that makes it a lot easier for him to get over this number, which is a play that I definitely think could end up in the pinned comment. Last but not least here, guys, we're looking at the Los Angeles Clippers going on the road kind of to take on the Los Angeles Lakers. Now the Clippers, they're 5-12 on the season, having a really rough time. They're coming off a 120-105 loss there at the Cavaliers. They could not stop Donovan Mitchell in that game, and it's been pretty bleak. The Clippers have not been healthy, generally speaking, this season, and even, being very healthy there for that game against Cleveland, were not able to make it happen. Kawhi played only 26 minutes, had 20 points in those 26 minutes, shot the ball well, was a +3 overall, 3 steals, but 4 turnovers. I mean, it's, we'll see. They need Kawhi more than 26 minutes. We'll see how many minutes he can actually play. Zubac had a monster day, 33 points, 18 boards, 4 assists. He was a +6, but can only do so much. He played really, really well. He's one of the best interior big men in the entire NBA, and I think that's becoming very, very clear, but you can only do so much. He could not carry them to a win. Harden, pedestrian shooting night, terrible from deep, 0 of 8 from long range. a bad night from him. And the bench, nobody really played well at all coming off the bench. 6 points from Batum. He led bench scoring there. That is not going to work. You need more production coming off the pine, and that was just not going to get it done. So things are looking really, really bad there for the Clippers. Can they turn things around still this season? Probably. Are they going to be able to? We'll see. A lot of that's going to depend on health, and this pretty old team leaning on guys like Harden and Kawhi. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to see. They are fully healthy coming into this game, though, in terms of the starting lineup. Harden, Dunn, Leonard, Collins, and Zubac all ready to go, but that bench is looking terrible. I mean, Chris Paul, it was so bad he's announcing he's retiring after this season. Like, let's put it that way. We're not liking what we're seeing from Brook Lopez. Just not a lot of positives for this team. So we'll see what they can do here going into the Lakers' place to play in their hometown. Now, the Lakers, they're 12-4 on the season. They haven't been playing the toughest schedule, winning their last 4 in a row, beating the Jazz twice, the Bucks once, and the Pelicans once. But still, they are winning games. The bad news is Ayton's going to be missing some time here, but the Lakers, I mean, they brought in Drew Timme. We'll see how that goes, see if he really gets many minutes. But this is a team that's playing well. Their last one over the Jazz was only by 2 points, so they didn't put in too much effort. LeBron coming back has given them a bit of a boost, it feels like, although he was a minus 14 in his last game. 17 points, 8 of 18 from the field, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. He's doing his thing, cooking right off the bat. I mean, I guess that's the sciatica cleared up pretty freaking fast. Obviously, we're loving what we're seeing from Luka. He's playing great, getting a lot of foul calls, which whatever, but it's happening. Austin Reeves playing well also, although coming off a pretty bad shooting night from deep. The Lakers in that win shot only 10 of 38 from three-point range, well below what I expect from them normally. Marcus Smart's giving them a good little boost off the bench. Ayton going down, though, definitely is something of a problem. That's going to lead to a lot more Jackson Hayes minutes, and that is not something that we necessarily love. But if Maxi Kleber is going to come in and play well, maybe that whole center situation can be okay. We'll see. Does feel like they need a rim runner, and now it kind of feels like they do not have one. So we'll see how it goes. Obviously, Ayton on the injury report. He's the only major guy on the injury report. He's been ruled out with that knee issue. We'll see how long he's going to miss. We'll see. Not a great sign that he's getting ruled out this far in advance, though. So we'll see. But seems like he's going to be out for a bit. That's going to be more minutes for Jackson Hayes. We'll see if that's a good thing or a bad thing for him and the Lakers. Now, overall, though, the Lakers are very healthy coming into this game. They are 5.5-point favorites coming into this game. We've got a total of 228.5. The Clippers, 4-5 against the spread on the road this year, 10-7 to the over. The Lakers, 4-2 against the spread at home, 10-6 to the over. Guys, I do think over 228.5 is very live in this game. Again, this could be another over spot. I do worry about it a little bit, though, because the Clippers can kind of slow down the pace, and Luka and LeBron, not necessarily guys that are always going to want to get out and run. So maybe we'll not get too involved in the total in this one, but I do think this is a pretty okay a spot to just take the Lakers straight up to win this game. Minus 5.5, maybe that's okay, but I think the Lakers on the money line is also something that is very, very intriguing. Now, in terms of some player props for this one, I'll take Zubac over 26.5 points plus boards at minus 110. He's been over this number in 5 straight games, including their last game where he went nuts, like I just talked about. Kawhi did play, so clearly that's not going to have a major negative impact on Zubac's production. The rebounding's been off the charts good, and I don't think that that is going to change here against the Lakers and whoever they're throwing out there at center. I think Zubac going to have a big day there on the boards. For that reason, at least partially for that reason, I also think he could have a double-double in this game, and at minus 120, a very solid price. In his last 5 games, he's had easy double-doubles in 4 of them. I expect him to have a great time on the interior here against the Lakers. Speaking of the interior for the Lakers, I'll take Jackson Hayes under 12.5 points plus rebounds at minus 125. I know he's going to get a minutes boost, or at least probably he's going to get a minutes boost, and we'll see if that leads to more production, but I'm not really super locked in on that. I don't think guys like Luka and LeBron are going to have a ton of patience if he goes out there and doesn't know what to do, and that's something that's happened many times in his career, so we'll see. But going against Zubac, I also don't think he's going to have a great time, so this one's not going to make the pin comment because of the weird, lack of information on, how many minutes he's going to play, but I do think it's worth mentioning that I don't think Jackson Hayes is going to have a great time. Guys, that's all the games we have here for today. Hit that like button for good luck on all of your bets. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and let me know in the comments any questions you have on today's slate. I'm more than happy to get back to you. I appreciate everybody watching these videos. Make sure you're clicking the link in the description to get over there to stumpthespread.com, not only to check out the looking red hot right now premium picks. You definitely want to get in on that with so many sports going on right now, but you also got to get over there and check out all the free stuff, guys. The free to use bet size calculator. Check out the free picks over there, and definitely get on that free email newsletter, guys. It's a fantastic resource every single day. It's a great way to keep you updated on everything. You definitely want to check that out. And we'll see you guys back here tomorrow, same time, same place, for more sports betting action.